Have you ever pondered the Bible's silence on what happened to Mother Mary and the disciples after the crucifixion? Or perhaps wondered about the events that transpired in Jesus' life between the ages of 12 to 30? Today, we embark on a journey into Dolores Cannon's book, Jesus and the Essence, which offers intriguing insights into these unanswered questions. Through her work with regression sessions, Cannon stumbled upon crucial material shedding light on unexplored events from Jesus' life, details that were notably absent from traditional biblical narratives. Let's embark on a journey to uncover these hidden truths and explore the profound revelations that challenge conventional narratives. The enigmatic Joseph of Arimathea, a crucial figure overlooked. Perhaps one of the most intriguing revelations from Cannon's work is the significance of Joseph of Arimathea, a prominent yet cryptic biblical figure who requests Jesus' body from Pilate and provides the tomb for his burial. Though Joseph's deeds are documented, the Bible reveals little else about this mysterious man. Yet through her regressions, Cannon provides astounding new context. She suggests that Joseph of Arimathea was not only a wealthy tin merchant with vast travels across the Mediterranean, but also Jesus' beloved uncle and guardian during his youth. In Cannon's account, after the disappearance of Joseph the father, young Jesus was raised under the wing of his uncle Joseph. Through Joseph of Arimathea's far-reaching travels and ties across the ancient world, Jesus was exposed to incredible wisdom, laying the foundations for his future teachings. Could this enigmatic uncle and guardian hold the key to Jesus' forgotten early years? Does his occlusion from the Bible suggest important truths obscured? The tremendous insight Cannon's work provides into this overlooked figure may reshape our perceptions entirely. Across the ancient world, Jesus' hidden years revealed. The Bible provides scarce details about Jesus' life from ages 12 to 30, a period commonly referred to as the missing years. During this phase, Jesus seemingly disappears from scriptural accounts only to reappear as an adult, embarking on his spiritual mission. However, Dolores Cannon's regressions put forth an intriguing narrative about Jesus' activities during this obscure phase. According to Cannon's discoveries, the adolescent Jesus continued traveling with his uncle Joseph of Arimathea to further his spiritual education. Jesus journeyed across the Mediterranean by boat, stopping at spiritual centers in Egypt, Persia, Greece, and possibly even India. In each place, he connected with mystics and masters who taught him about prophecy, healing, and metaphysical arts. Jesus stayed for months at a time in these locations, absorbing their philosophical wisdom and experimenting with mystical techniques. This phase of intense spiritual training equipped Jesus with profound knowledge that enabled him to take on his divine role as the Messiah. The years of preparation with advanced teachers allowed him to perform miraculous healings and manifest God's power when he began his ministry around age 30. The missing years were a pivotal period of transformation that molded Jesus into the enlightened, miracle-working Son of God. Surviving a perilous journey after the crucifixion. In the aftermath of the crucifixion, Jesus' family and disciples found themselves in grave danger, as the authorities ruthlessly persecuted his followers. To avoid capture and probable execution, Jesus' inner circle fled Jerusalem and embarked on a treacherous voyage across the Mediterranean. According to Dolores Cannon, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Martha, Lazarus, Joseph of Arimathea, and several disciples boarded a small boat without sails or oars. The Romans deliberately set them adrift, hoping they would perish at sea. For several days, the group drifted helplessly, relying fully on divine intervention. After surviving brutal storms, somehow their boat miraculously washed ashore in France, delivering the weary travelers to safety. Cannon considers this harrowing journey one of the most incredible miracles uncovered through her regressions. The improbable survival and landing point of the boat validates the tremendous favor and protection extended to Jesus' loved ones even after his death. Their arrival on the shores of France marked the beginning of an epic voyage to share Christ's original teachings across Europe, planting the seeds of the first church in Glastonbury. After landing in France, Jesus' followers faced a choice: remain in the Roman Empire where persecution continued, or seek refuge in the far-flung British Isles. Joseph of Arimathea opted for the latter. Sometime around 63 AD, he journeyed to Glastonbury, England with 12 disciples, including John, Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary herself, founding the first organized Christian church on foreign shores. According to local legends, this original British church had 6 key characteristics that reveal a startlingly different early Christianity than traditional narratives suggest. 1. The church was led jointly by 12 disciples, with John serving as the symbolic head. But leadership was decentralized and decisions made collectively. 2. The church welcomed both female and male leaders as equal partners, defying the patriarchy dominant in Jewish and Roman culture. 3. The church encompassed a wide range of spiritual practices beyond preaching, including healing, meditative retreats and shamanic vision quests. 4. The church emphasized personal spiritual experience rather than rigid dogma. Mystical communion with Christ was encouraged. 5. Full inclusion was granted to Druids and pagans who wished to retain their practices alongside Christianity. 6. The church organized itself communally, sharing wealth and property and serving the poor, ideals Jesus originally championed. In many ways, this pioneering English church embodied Christianity's origins as a radically egalitarian, mystically oriented faith before rigid hierarchy and doctrine developed. The Vatican may deny this provocative origin story, but Glastonbury's legends and archaeological traces suggest it retains authenticity. The overlooked significance of Mary Magdalene, a leader among the disciples. The portrayal of Mary Magdalene in the Bible has been scarce, portraying her only as a reformed sinner. But Cannon's discoveries reveal a far greater significance. Her regressions uncover that Mary Magdalene was chosen by Jesus for a pivotal role among his disciples. Mary Magdalene demonstrated profound spiritual wisdom and metaphysical abilities, having been trained in the temples of Egypt as an initiate and high priestess. These esoteric gifts allowed Magdalene to perceive Jesus' higher spiritual purpose and converse with him on profound mystical truths. Yet her preeminence as an enlightened teacher also aroused jealousy among certain male disciples. Cannon's findings compel us to re-evaluate Magdalene not as a fallen woman, but as an insightful visionary committed to spreading Jesus' message of love. They reveal the vital part women played in Jesus' inner circle, inviting us to reconsider restrictive patriarchal narratives. The revelations of Lazarus, a key witness to mysteries. Beyond Mary Magdalene and Joseph, Cannon's regressions yielded extensive insights from a third pivotal figure, Lazarus. The man resurrected by Jesus became a treasure trove of information about the Holy Family's fate after the crucifixion. After fleeing to France, Lazarus followed his sisters Mary and Martha to Britain. In Glastonbury, he contributed actively to building the first church and diffusing Christ's message. But even more remarkably, Lazarus facilitated the writing of the first gospel. He dictated details of Jesus' ministry to a young scribe starting around 37 AD. This manuscript preserves the pure story of Christ before the later Gospels overlaid their own agendas onto the narrative. Lazarus' testimony provides a unique glimpse into the post-crucifixion struggles of the Holy Family beyond what any biblical texts record. The profound knowledge revealed through his eyes remains invaluable for understanding the hidden events during the founding of Christianity. Unleashing Christianity's mystical heart. While the Vatican suppressed Christian mysticism to assert its authority, these liberating spiritual currents quietly continued underground. Today, this mystical tradition sees renewed interest as we collectively yearn for more direct, experiential communion with the sacred. Beyond Christianity, many world faiths converge in reminding us of perennial truths, our shared unity in divine oneness. Religions invariably fragment when organizing around exceptional savior figures or the chosen. But pierced to contemplative depths, their esoteric cores reveal a common light. Our spiritual seeking needn't rigidly cling to any surface form. By dropping the need for theological exclusivity, we free ourselves to commune with spirit in endlessly creative ways, integrating Eastern meditation practices, honoring earth-based rituals, or exploring new paradigms like the law of one philosophy. The only creed aligning with Christ consciousness is expansive inclusivity, affirming divine presence emanating in all beings. A spiritual community flourishes through diversity, not uniformity. With compassion as the binding force, understanding blossoms. Ultimately, it is a journey that invites us to recognize the universal message of love and unity at the heart of all spiritual traditions. They are here to guide us towards greater compassion, empathy, and harmony in our shared human experience. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and see you tomorrow.